Carlo again. Figured I'd post another video with a overwhelmingly positive response from our last spud chucker video. I made a couple of modifications to the potato cannon, and I don't know if you'll be able to see them all, but I'll kind of run you through them. But I have to give Katie credit for the name of our potato launcher, but this is Chuck. As you can see, I painted it black, which I think is a much more dashing color. But I got really tired of having to screw this bottom piece off every time when I wanted to put the propellant up through the bottom. So I installed this port on the side where, you know, I should be able just to inject the propellant in there, and it should be a lot easier. Also, I kind of put just something that I could hang my little piezoelectric starter here. So that should be pretty cool, just to make it easier on myself. And then the other thing is, you might notice, is I took the ram stick and I had actually put you know, wooden dowels kind of through the center, so that when it goes down the front of the tube there, as it not only, I won't drop it in there, but it basically measures out to where a potato would have to be. If you kind of see that there. Sorry, I'm not doing awesome camera work, but you'll kind of get the hang of it. You know, as there's at least a potato's width down at the bottom, so that way it should make for easier loading every time we do it. And the last thing, I'm gonna set the camera back down just to show you guys here, but thanks to Jeff at my dad's work, he had given a recommendation for the potatoes itself too, and it kind of has to do with the projectile nature of the beast, but basically cone out the center. My only thought is it's probably increasing the surface area over which you know, the propellant will hit this, but we'll see. I mean, he said I may get another 100 yards or so on the explosion, but I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. And then there's one other modification, which I'm not exactly sure you'll be able to see on video, but I'll put up a couple of pictures to show you what I mean. But basically, where you, on the end of the tube where you put the potato on it, before I had just basically, the sides were just angled out and it would cut the potato when you pushed it down. But the problem that you kind of saw with the last one is if you don't get a good seal with the potato inside that chamber, some of your gases will leak out and it won't have as good of a combustion. So I actually, once again, Jeff, thank you, I appreciate the recommendation. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see how it goes. But basically, if you're looking at the outer portion of you know, the rim of the actual potato gun itself, is rather than having the one side higher than the other, is I kind of have it diamond shaped, so that once it cuts the potato, it'll actually squish it down and create a much better seal within the chamber itself. Let me see if you can see it on video. I don't know, we'll try. But, you know, obviously this is rimmed out here, but, you know, it kind of tapers in just a little bit. You can kind of see the ridge along the bottom here. So the potato actually gets cut, you know, further out, but then you'll push it, you know, down into the chamber and it should have a really, really nice tight seal. So, I don't know, we'll see. It's at least worth a shot, I suppose. There we go. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's at least worth a shot. We'll see here. We'll get dangerous, and then maybe in a couple weeks or something like that, I think we might have a party, a bonfire or something like that, and we'll just shoot, I don't know, a couple pounds of potatoes out over back. So, all right, I'm gonna move the camera back onto the porch, and here we go, I guess. Well, I think it might actually be too powerful at this point in time because it's just blowing the potatoes apart. So I think I'm just gonna screw around for a few more minutes with it, and I don't know, I got probably 4 or 5 more shots to go, so I don't know. We'll see if I can at least have one that holds together. All right. Alright guys, well, didn't have too many good ones that time, but I think the combustion was there. I mean, the potato actually held pretty tight to the sides, and I think that was part of the problem, is I think it was cut so far out that once it was wedged in, it was actually not allowing the potato to really come out that well. So I just got to kind of modify the front a little bit. It ain't that big a deal. I'll just take my grinder to it and just kind of take it down a little bit, but well, it was at least one more modification, I guess. It didn't go all that bad. The little port that I had, I don't know, I think it works fairly well. It's just a matter of getting the, you know, air and propellant mixture right. So I don't know, maybe I'll switch over to, I don't know, something else aside from the Aquanet. But I don't know, I've heard ether works pretty well and acetylene and that kind of stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Not a whole lot of eventful stuff this time, but that's alright. Alright, we'll catch you next time.